शादी कर ली मैंने सुबह से.
Jerry, are we ready to be spies?
You must lie.
I must lie, okay. I haven't filmed my haul videos yet. Hi, good morning. How are you? It is just me this fine morning. It is the 14th of June. I've got my bucket hat out and I'm actually on my way to a breakfast meeting here in New York. That's why Jerry is still at the hotel. I wanted to get some work done while I was in New York. You're going to see me do a couple of meetings through this entire trip. I have 2 back-to-back meetings this morning. Actually, sorry. I'm adjusting a lot of things in my hand. I am Google mapping my way to the cafe. I'm meeting someone for breakfast. Maybe I'll vlog it, maybe I won't. Let's find out. I wanted to meet people who do like similar things in the country. I wanted to meet people who are part of the industry over here. I wanted to just try and make as much of my trip as possible. I am carrying my new bag. I haven't filmed my haul videos yet, but here's a sneak peek at my new Saint Laurent bag. Maybe that I will try and post before I post this vlog, let's see. But walking through Times Square, and I realized that this hotel, the second one that we're staying at, Paramount, is actually so close to literal Times Square. It is a 10-15 second walk. The end of the lane in itself is Times Square basically. Okay, feeling a little breathless, very hungry, walking to breakfast. Catch up with you in a bit. Done with meeting number 1, headed to meeting number 2 right now, walking through Times Square again because it's kind of both different directions from our hotel. I have another 6-minute walk to go and after that we will go into touristy mode for the day. Many hours later. Look who I have over here with me once again. Jerry, we have been reunited.
Me?
Who's that? My other husband. I found an American here. शादी कर ली मैंने सुबह से. मैं मीटिंग में नहीं गई थी, मैं शादी करने गई थी.
But I thought you left him at Ghatkopar.
Whatever. So I finished 2 meetings. We also quickly grabbed a bite. I didn't vlog it because it was with meeting and all of that. At the moment, we've rescheduled our Empire State Building visit to tomorrow because as you might be able to see around me, it has been raining on and off. It's drizzling at the moment, but it's going to be raining all the way till 6 p.m. So if it lands up getting foggy, we won't be able to see anything from Empire State Building. And I don't want that for Mr. G because I've been here before, but he hasn't. So instead, we're doing something else that I'm actually really looking forward to. Jerry found this online when we were looking at things to do in New York City. And wait, should I tell them now? Should we get there and should I tell them?
Get there.
Okay, he said get there and tell them. So let's do that. There's a lot of noise and I don't want to wear my mic because it's raining. So BRB. If you're into like spy movies and just the spy universe in general when it comes to consuming content. Jerry and I have read quite a bit about this online and it's basically different kind of things. Like I think they have like a museum, they have different kinds of weapons, equipments. We've read varied things. Of course, I'll be able to give you the exact down low once we go up. When you're here, the adult tickets are $44, but if you book it online in the date ticket, it's kind of cheaper. So we've come here, you don't get the date tickets here in person, so make sure you book those online, which is exactly what we're doing. It helps you save some coins, so keep that in mind and book in advance. They have a new experience every 15 minutes, so there's no particular time of day. You can pretty much walk in anytime and go for it.
Jerry, are we ready to be spies?
You think so? We've been given these bands. You get free lockers over here in case you want to keep stuff. We clearly don't want to keep our stuff. He has his bag on him. I have my bag on me. And we need to just follow these white arrows to find out what's ahead of us. We're done with that. Now we are waiting for the lift, and I just don't want it to be an escape room type situation because that would really stress me out, so I'm keeping my fingers crossed.
Intelligence. Build a profile of you and discover what sort of spy you... Beyond the hidden corridors of spy agencies, truth, power. Cameras on every corner can trace our steps. Activity leaves a trail. Our interests, our searches. Our communications and actions are monitored in real time. 2 billions of richly detailed profiles, identifying who we are, what we think, and what we do. We are spy masters, analysts, agent handlers, intelligence operatives, surveillance officers. We will be profiling you. The identity band on your list is unique. It will help us to assess your skills and determine what kind of spy you'd be. Get ready to look at the world of spying as closely as it looks at you.
Seems you don't take many risks. Perhaps you should try something wild for once, like hot sauce on your fries. Never. Let's see how Jerry is doing. Wow. You did well, boo. I got only $6. Seems like you don't take many risks. Hey, ये तो same बोल रही है सबको. Perhaps you should try. So it's the exact same thing. Hot sauce on your fries. Okay, time for game number 3. Play on this device. More intense activity. Alright, how many of the 6 pairs of numbers are exact duplicates? I don't get this one. 3, 7, 6, 2. Wait, what is this? Being a really bad spy right now. This is gonna be a fluke. Okay, I really did suck at this one if I'm being honest. My camera battery needs to be changed at the right time. Jerry and I got the same score, 3 out of 9. Don't know what happened to the light, but it's probably good for this. Selecting, putting my band one more time, going in for the next game. Do you agree or disagree with these 12 sentiments? So you say you don't like to be alone. Don't worry, those days you're hardly ever alone. 4 out of 8 done. Hot sauce वाला फिर से. let's go. You gotta scan it for all 8 games. Question station. I hope she's gonna give me. You said you usually calm in tense situations. I thought you seemed pretty cool. Okay. Why is she giving us the same lines, bruh?
Probably answering the same way I am.
No. It said, do you like to be alone? And I said no. I'm sure you said yeah. That's an awesome score. You put the intelligence in intelligence agency. Some of this shit was really tough, so this makes me feel good. This last game is you. Are you on the 8th one? It said, oh my god, you talk to people for something apart from getting information. We don't understand the joy of small talk. It sounded like you. Show those cameras. So these are the different cameras that every platform uses over here. Grindr, iPhobia, okay, Facebook, Google, Tinder, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, and the Watch app. Oh, so basically they've replaced all the Meta property names over here. Interesting. Wonder why. The actual James Bond car from the movie GoldenEye that was released in 1995. My dad is like the biggest James Bond fan, so I grew up watching a lot of Bond movies, and this is gonna make him really happy. Following the arrows. Chashma wala? Okay. And it comes to 8:15:22.
For the following questions, you must lie.
I must lie, okay. Oh, lie.
What's your earliest memory?
My wedding.
Have you ever been to space? What did you like about it?
The moon.
Now remove your finger from the sensor. Analyzing results.
I didn't lie in the first one though. Oops.
In this lying task, I didn't detect smiling, blinking, or hesitation. All classic signs of lying. Are you sure you're alive? Before we begin the next part, here are some other signs of lying. Pursed lips, rigid posture, hand-to-nose activity. This is Anna. The FBI have her in for questioning. She'll be presented with a series of suspects and asked if she knows any of them. After each answer, press red if you think she lied, press green if you think she told the truth.
Alright, let's do this.
Look very carefully at this individual.
She has a nice face.
So when did Anna lie? Here are the answers. Suspect A and Suspect B. The giveaways were hand to nose
Oh, I thought it would be
activity
only one.
and some liars for extra practice.
I do, believe me.
Please leave the booth.
Okay, thanks. How many did you get right? You got all 3 right? Yeah. Shit, I was gonna hit like the second one also. I got 2 out of 3 right. But the second one, I thought about hitting it and then I didn't because I was like, maybe it's just one. Maybe I'm overthinking it. I should have gone with my gut. What to do? Good code work, strong detective work, 9 out of 15 correct observations. My far ka vision is not great, so I couldn't see the Durka CCTVs. Special ops, no data. Okay, I need to go and do the special ops one, then I think I missed that on the way. Personality, 4 on 4. Thanks for revealing so much. Brain power, 8 on 18, less than half. Thanks, guys. Risk is $2 point today. Processing results. Calculating your key attributes. You have very high intellectual capability, particularly around mathematics. That is correct. I am mathematical. That is correct. I'm a perfectionist. You possess strong attention to detail and are very precise in your work. Independent, you tend to keep to yourself when you are the best when you are operating alone. Okay, alright. Missing my team right now, but okay. Determining your spy role. I am a cryptologist, a mathematician, a mathematical master of making and breaking codes. Alright then. I missed one. Brain power wala no data aaya.
So what were you?
You tell me first, what were you? Okay, fine. I was a cryptologist because I'm a mathematical mastermind at making and breaking codes.
I'm an Asian man.
Makes sense. You're a good handler.
So these are your scores.
These are my scores? Yeah, I got them on email too. He's looking at my score.
I'm more
Boy, you scored.
I'm more
They've sent a comparison score between both of us. I'm gonna go ahead and put a screenshot on the screen over here. He's definitely performed better than me. And here at the end of the experience, they have a store with all the different spy, kind of merchandise and books and things like that about famous spies too. So quite interesting. That was an hour well spent. It was a lot of fun. I would recommend this if you're into spy movies and the spyverse in general. I feel like if you're not into it, that might be a little bit boring. The museum part was a little bit hit and miss, but the activities and games were a lot of fun. So I'm definitely going to give that a big thumbs up. What's the plan now? We're in Midtown right now. We're going back towards Bryant Park, which is where my meetings were earlier and where we met earlier, Jerry and I. We are meeting someone very special. Now, I don't know how long you've been following me for, but I don't even think I used to vlog that much back then. I'm talking about 2016-ish. We were engaged at that time, we weren't even married. And I properly started vlogging regularly, or like just doing YouTube regularly in 17. Omika was my intern then. And she moved to New York a while back. She studies here, she works here. We are gonna go meet her and hang out with her this evening. We're headed towards Brooklyn. There's this really popular area called Dumbo, which is really, I know the name, it's such a dumb name, but it's called Dumbo. We're headed that side with her. So we're meeting her near Bryant Park first, which is like a 20-minute walk. Now, Jerry and I typically don't walk this much, but we came very mentally prepared to walk a lot on the New York leg of this trip. In the other cities, we won't be walking as much. So, यहाँ पे हम पूरी की पूरी कसर निकाल रहे हैं walking की. So, 20-minute walk to Bryant Park to meet Omika, and then from there we'll head to Dumbo. One of the other very important things on my list for today is to get the Subway pass made. We haven't got our Subway passes made as yet, which would be super convenient because then you have unlimited rides on the Subway. Otherwise, you pay $2.5 for every single Subway ride, no matter where you're going. But it just makes sense to have an unlimited travel pass on the Subway if you're here for 10 days like us. We're on day 4, so high time we get it done. We'll keep you posted on the details of that as well, because I feel like it'll be important information if you're traveling here, and especially to keep things in budget. Back here at Bryant Park, I think I really like this place. I feel like if I lived in New York, I would be here very, very often. Okay, let's go find Omika. I have her exact location in the garden over here. We need to find her. Look who I see sitting over there. Yep, that's her. Hello. Ah, look who we have here. Hello. Oh my God, I'm New Yorker. Too long.
Years.
Too long.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm good too.
Taking subways in New York City is just as popular and common as using the local train back home in Mumbai. Absolutely anywhere you go, you will be paying $2.75. They have a really cool system where if you swipe up to $33 in a week, all the rest of your rides for that particular week are free. I do personally think that the transport pricing is a little bit high for the regular person out there, but it is New York City, so it is what it is. You can take these subways going absolutely anywhere around the city, and they are very, very, very accessible. There is a subway station at every other block, so make sure you keep that in mind. This could potentially be your main way of commuting around the city. If you're someone that doesn't want to cycle, doesn't want to walk, keep in mind the taxis are really expensive over here, so this is a really great option. My only suggestion to you is what everybody else said to us over here, locals and friends who live here: don't engage with anybody you don't know on the subways. And if you see strange, I'm using the word strange because they use the word strange to me, if you see anybody behaving strangely, do not engage and stay away. Do not react, do not respond. Those are the tips that I was given, and so I'm sharing those tips with you. I also have a local friend who's lived in New York most of her life who said that she doesn't take the subway alone after 8 p.m. because the homeless problem in New York has been on the rise, even more so after COVID. So again, leaving that tip for you: if you're traveling alone, maybe avoid the subway after 8 p.m. But a lot of things around here get done earlier. For example, their peak hours in New York City for the subway are 4:30 to 5:30 p.m., which is so much earlier than it is back home in Mumbai, just for the sake of a comparison, right? So keep these points in mind when you're looking at using the subway. All in all, super accessible and very quick.
Meet Omika properly. Omika was telling them about you before I met you here now. You worked with me in 2016.
Yeah,
And tell them what you're doing over here.
I'm studying at NYU. I'm doing my master's in marketing
And working.
and working.
And working and killing it and being my tour guide today. She took us to the iconic Brooklyn Bridge, Manhattan View, a photo op spot. I'll insert some pictures over here on screen. Literally walking, it's right here. We just turned and came here. My God, the number of people. This is a nice view. ये खाली है, यहाँ पे कोई क्यों नहीं आता? 1 second, look at this. Such a good view. dinner. It's so freezing cold. Even she's feeling cold and she was dressed for summer attire.
I'm wearing a dress.
And now you're wearing a cardigan.
Yeah.
And my fall leather jacket is proving to be quite useless if I'm being honest. Because
It's only 19.
This is
by
summer.
The way. This is only 19.
you realize this Bombay girl 19 is like, it's really cold. It doesn't feel like 19. It feels colder for sure.
17, 18.
It's really cold. So we're walking back to the subway station to get back into Manhattan. That's the update for you. I'm like freezing too much to talk through this and catch my breath while walking as much as we're walking. One of the highlights of this trip. Next stop. And you can see all the aircraft that the US. I am going to be honest and say that if it wasn't for Jerry,